I'm like, that's cool. Who are you complimenting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, how nice.
No,
What a nice
compliments are
compliment.
weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's cool for the person that you think I am.
Mm-hmm. You just have to, you just gotta start to understand, like, hey, maybe I am alright.
No, that can't be it.
I mean, it can.
No.
You just kind of start to deal with it. Kind of accept it.
You point to this area, and I don't...
It's my kokoro. Deep in my kokoro.
I don't know what that is.
Deep in my kokoro. Oh, so I yesterday I checked in on Best Guy Ever because I haven't his stuff doesn't pop up on my sub feed because he doesn't upload a lot.
He
right?
streams a lot now.
Yeah. And I
Did you watch the Mikkel video?
No.
Okay.
He put out a video about Dusa from Hades. Mm-hmm. And it was really funny because it was like because for Dusa's storyline, she's like the Gorgon head.
Yeah.
And it's a really long side sub quests for you to get through at the end of it, and at the end of all of the romantic sub quests, they end up in your bedroom. And then say with Meg or Thanatos, you end up doing the boinky boinky, or both of them at the same time. But then Deuce is like, I like you, but not like that, just as a friend. And then later at the end, he's, yes, best friends for all of eternity. And then it cuts to him walking on the beach. He's like, damn, I can't even get my wife in my video. Fuck. And then it just kept doing
Oh
cuts of the audio, and it was so good. He's so funny. I love Best Guy Ever.
Would you say he's based?
He's so based. His I'm Gonna Coom is still one of my favorites. We did it, Coomers! I'm gonna coom! Oh my god.
I love his manga music video.
Yeah.
For Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. May that franchise rest in pieces.
R.I.P. Because that anime is dog shit.
That's...
Some rough, jank-ass looking dog shit, bro. Ugh. Not pleasant at all.
Oh my god.
I liked his review, Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
He feels exactly how I feel. It's I can't take this shit seriously when there's a scene of him practicing how to use the Frank, and it's 20 pounds of pussy and ass. I just can't. I cannot. You need
That show's so hard to take seriously.
It really is.
Yeah, I literally can't.
It's ridiculous.
Especially every time that they pilot the damn thing, it's they're having sex. And I'm
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah, it is.
That's the whole point.
I mean, they could at least make it more fun, an old... God, I can't believe I have to call it old. It was 2000.
That's old.
It's weird. You had Aquarion, which also had the kind of piloting the mech is a metaphor for sex, right?
Uh-huh.
But in that one, they piloted smaller mechs that two pilots would combine their mechs together. So they're literally shoving into each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So at least there's more of a visual metaphor of their strength.
Yeah.
But it's their jets combine into a robot. And the power of their emotions. It's okay. There's at least something going on here more than not at all.
Cooperation and whatnot.
Yeah. So you have the sex metaphor, but it's also
mm-hmm.
when it's not nearly as in your fucking face.
No.
Yeah.
Just
and also
the girl's ass up.
Darling in the Franxx had arguably the best cucking of the blue-haired best friend.
Oh my god!
To be ever in a show. She gets cucked harder than anyone else in the world.
Okay, guys. I don't know if you've noticed this, audience. I'm talking directly to you. Have you ever noticed that the blue-haired girl always gets cucked?
happens.
like an anime. Just like, okay, as soon as there's two checklists, like two like check boxes, right? You have blue hair
And hair?
and no, like for one girl it's guaranteed for them to lose if they have blue hair and if they're the childhood friend.
Yeah, in the race for the main character to be in that.
Like the one who has like checks both those boxes basically instantly loses. I don't know why, but it's just something I've noticed.
And his many, he's basically got a PhD in anime.
PhD.
It just happens more than you would think. Even in that weird one that you like with the filmmaker
Waiting
and
in the
the
Summer.
alien. Yeah, that's a bad anime.
I know, but I like
But
it.
the blue-haired girl gets,
She gets
cooked
cooked
so hard.
by the alien. Plus, the alien's better though. I mean,
Oh
see,
my God.
see, that's the thing. Like, even in the case of Darling in the Franxx, 02 is way better. I love 02. I don't even care. I don't even care, and I will hear no criticism. We're moving on anyway.
I don't know.
Her design is great. I just
Her design's cute.
Her personality, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
it is what it is.
That's it.
I don't know. I didn't like any character in Darling in the Franxx.
That's fair. Did you like the design of any character in Darling in the Franxx?
The art design's actually just like pretty stellar across the board.
Right.
Like,
As you do.
yeah,
I didn't like the mech designs.
those are weird ones.
Yeah.
But I don't think like they're poorly designed mechs. It's just kind of like, oh, well, they're going for something, and it's just not something
Not for
that's
you.
my cup of tea.
Yeah.
That entire series has like a huge tone problem.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
No, go back to episode 1. Like rewatching that episode's insane because it tries so hard for the first like 5 minutes to be deep and philosophical. Like actually go back to just the first 5 minutes.
I actually did try and watch the show, and like I straight up just like zoned out like past episode 2, and I probably watched like 6 episodes. And
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
remember a damn thing.
That's so amazing. That's the best.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
it's bad. But yeah,
Absolutely
It's not
gold.
good.
like I remember being like kind of irate at like the first 5 minutes because I'm like, God, you're trying too hard. Like you have the main character like finding a dead bird.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but how's the bird here? Like they're still in like their weird cage. Things like, oh, get it? Like it trying to get out,
to
and be
get it-
free.
oh.
It died, and he's like, oh, it's and he's like waxing philosophically about like the nature of like the world that he's trapped in while staring at this dead bird. And I'm like, fuck off.
Like, actually. Like, fuck off with that.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Because of just how ridiculous it is? Code Geass.
Same writer.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
It all comes together.
The
Same
amount of
writer.
ass shots, I can't.
Man,
I can't.
how many people do you think when they watch these videos, like, scrub over to see if the
Unfortunately,
handle changes?
I like to
to
think
see if it changes?
I legitimately like to think that people just skip the first 10 minutes.
Like, of every episode.
yeah.
If you skipped the first 10 minutes, please let us know.
If you sit down for these 10-minute intros, what are we 8 minutes in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got a minute and a half then.
Are we gonna talk about like how Code Geass was like a huge like sponsor for Pizza Hut?
Oh, I love that. I love seeing Lelouch eating his like broccoli and shrimp pizza, talking about how he's ranking up rewards points with this very realistic like pizza
Christ.
box with the huge Pizza Hut logo on it.
Fucking-
It's so
hate it so
good.
much. Why didn't we have any like Code Geass like paraphernalia at the Pizza Hut in town?
Oh god, I would have loved that.
You know how fun that would have
I
been.
would have loved that.
You
I
see
would
a
be
cardboard
so
standee of Lelouch
uncomfortable.
holding a cardboard standee of Lelouch with his helmet holding a pizza box.
Come
I would have stolen it and run out of the store.
Oh my god.
Easy. That thing would have been you
Can I
could have
tell
sold
you-
that for like
can I tell you
$1,000
the one
bucks.
time, like, you know, it was during a time where, like, when people were talking about an anime, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. See how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm watching Code Geass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching it in bright daylight with my parents in the other room, and then there was this scene of Nina masturbating on the table, and I'm like, oh no!
10 tens, boy. Let's get it.
I changed the channel real quick.
That writer knows what he's about. Let's go.
Oh my god.
It was out in fucking nowhere.
Man, that series is so dumb.
A bygone era.
Right? I whisper to him, and Neferu takes that as his cue to do so as well. The jackal shrugs his shoulders.
Not exactly, but I'm alive for the time being, so I suppose I can't ask for much more.
I look back into the amphitheater, wishing that I were able to do something more. I try to catch Amicus's eye, but he keeps his focus on Kato, his own eyes narrowed. He looks confident, prepared, or ready for whatever it is that Kato's thrown at him. But I'm not ready. No, I'm not ready at all. That brief interaction in the dungeon, those few seconds of holding on to one another, that could be the last time we ever...
Yep.
I blink and back tears again. What?
He blinks back tears.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Knowing that won't do me any good right now.
Are you ready, Amicus? Yes. Then let us begin.
Immediately, the two wolves begin to circle each other, paws raised up to their chest, open and ready. The only difference from the Pug-chan fights I've seen in that they're both baring their teeth. Amicus does it in a way that I've never seen before, not even when he was furious.
Is this where like the dogs like lift up their front lips and have like the
Grr,
teeth?
grr.
Grr.
I don't know, that's my guess. I don't know. That always looks silly.
It does.
It's vicious feral. Like I nailed it.
You did. Vicious.
Vicious.
Very good.
Is it in the ear?
No.
Oh.
He didn't
No,
notice. It's fine.
No, I did.
It's fine. We're moving on.
I just didn't say anything for your sake.
Thank you. Anyway.
Like I've seen wolves do in nature documentaries. Then they clash. It's so fast that I'm not able to tell who moved first, but one moment they're several feet apart, and the next their paws are clasped together while their jaws snap in the air, both going for the other's throat. Glistening strands of saliva go flying as they both bite and block with their teeth, ears pinned back, making hoarse, angry barking and growling sounds. Growling. It's something I've never seen an Adastra wolf do, not even in their fake drama. This feels raw and instinctual, like it's a part of them. It's something they try to conceal, only to come up with to the surface when they're trying to kill. I find myself hugging to my chest, feeling as if my heart might explode as I watch Amicus, trying to see if he's hurt, wincing every time I hear the solid thwack of teeth on teeth.
It is
Just
an
for
uncomfortable sound.
Just for some auditory
That's going into the Darien ASMR section of the highlight reel.
Why? It's just teeth clacking. People might not even think it's me. I could have just been faking it.
Yeah.
You'll cut that out, right? All right, back in action.
So like a dog fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Dog fights are actually scary.
Animals fighting is really scary.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, when dogs roust, when they're just playing, it's so cute. But
they
when
just have
dogs
them
are
outside.
fighting,
It's very.
I don't know.
it's a bad time.
Seeing like moose and like deer
Yeah.
fight, horrifying.
It's pretty awful.
Giraffes fighting.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's weirdly funny.
That's the funny one.
Their necks.
And you just look at them fighting like that, and you're like, this can't end well for either of you.
Yeah.
You're both gonna break your neck and die.
Like actually, would go very poor.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
Oh well.
They're just like that though.
Right? But finally, Amicus pulls back, and Kato suddenly lunges in for the other wolf's neck. Time seems to slow, and for a moment I start to think about what I'm gonna do if I lose him. But then Kato's open, a fang-filled maw drops down, and so does the rest of him as Amicus swipes his leg with a powerful kick. Kato goes down hard to his side, or right in front of me, wheezing before Amicus jumps on him, landing on the older wolf with his knee and a fist to his face. Kato doesn't even seem to notice that, though, as he immediately grabs onto Amicus, their paws scrambling at each other as they both try to find a hold. They're at a stalemate for a while, each one failing to find a good grip as they both twist and turn over each other and making snarling sounds all the while. Marco, why don't you go grab, a gun? I know this is supposed to be, a tense scene, but in my head, I'm like, there's no reason why, they don't just...
But they don't have firearms.
The neuralizers.
Yeah,
Pew pew.
but he just doesn't have one. And he doesn't
Oh my
have direct
God.
access to one.
Well,
where would he get one?
He could ask Alex.
Why would Alex have one?
We know that he has access to one.
Yeah, but he doesn't have one on him right now.
There's no reason why they don't just go get one.
He has to stay and watch Amicus die.
Oh my God.
He can't
Be
leave.
useful.
He can't leave. He has to see what's going to happen.
Then he can tell Alex or Nefidu or Virginia, any of these people who are just sitting here watching like an idiot, to go and just go do thing.
Gotta see what's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
You have to understand.
At some point, I have trouble discerning the two. Their legs and their arms seem to blend together as they grip around the other's body. I was never told much about combat to the death, even when I asked Nefidu. All I know is that they tend to be very short, but it's already felt like an eternity. Suddenly, excuse me. I can probably turn up the volume a little bit.
Bring in the tense music a little bit more.
A little bit.
Tense music.
Yeah. Suddenly, I am about to tell them apart as Kato locks Amicus's right arm into a shoulder lock. While I've seen it done before, usually to get the other opponent to tap out, Kato immediately goes all the way, and the quiet of the early evening is shattered with a massive pop and cracking sound.
Ooh.
Amicus screams, and I find myself standing without even realizing it. It takes everything I have not to jump in right now, even as Kato leans into the hold, causing Amicus to convulse from the pain. Then Kato lets go of my wolf, curls over onto his side, shaking violently, loosely holding his arm with his other paw. I want to go to him, but Kato is already there, pushing the younger wolf over onto his back.
I should have done this a long time ago, pup.
I know this would happen. Amicus tries to fight back with a good arm, even his legs, trying to lock his ankles around Kato's neck, but the old wolf straddles Amicus's waist before slamming a fist into his nose. There's a softer crunch sound this time, and Amicus immediately goes limp, eyes vacant, paw falling to his side. I know Kato was too skilled for Amicus, but for some reason I thought, these are the events that shall happen. You are on the right path.
Ooh.
But am I?
Marco.
Nefidu whispers, hurriedly at me. Kato hits Amicus again, even though the other wolf has stopped moving, and Amicus jerks under the weight of the slightly larger wolf.
Marco, you must run. Kato likely does not know you're here.
Amicus's eyes are half closed, unaware of this last moment, as Kato pushes his rear down the other wolf's thigh, giving himself room to reach Amicus's neck.
Run to the city, to the woods, anywhere.
I shake my head silently.
He has to watch.
Aw. I'll grab the box.
Oh my God.
What?
Nothing.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Was this really meant to happen? Was I put on this path if it ended in my wolf's death? Why aren't the parents helping?
Ooh.
At the very moment, the light of the setting sun catches something shiny to my left. I look over and I'm almost blinded by the brilliant reflection of Vita's light. I do like basking in the Vita's light, if you know what I mean.
Vita.
Yeah. On the blade of the dagger.
Oh boy.
The one that Kato had set aside after almost executing Neferu. Red and blue jewels decorate the handle, while the gold blade shines brightly, brighter than any metal I've ever seen. The rules doesn't matter. Robotically, I lean over the aisle and grab the dagger by the handle.
Marco?
I ignore Neferu, and at the same time I see Virginia directly across from me. Her eyes are wide, and she's standing too, but instead of looking at the fight, at Kato's jaw coming closer and closer to Neferu's neck. Not Neferu, whatever. Amicus. Amicus?
Amicus?
Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced?
Amicus.
Amicus?
Amicus. Yeah.
She's instead looking at me and pointing. She's pointing right at Kato, silently encouraging me to do what I'm about to do. Yo, see, Virginia knows what's up.
She's on the level.
She's on the kill a bitch.
Yeah.
But I don't need encouragement.
Oh, we get to kill. Cool.
The rules don't matter. I jump from my seat to the distance so little that I come down practically onto the top of the wolf. At the same time, I raise the dagger in both hands over my head and bring it down as hard as I can into Kato's back. As if I'm in slow motion, I feel the blade slide into my target, very easily at first, like cutting through butter. Then suddenly, I feel something hard. Okay. And there's an odd, muffled stuttered sound of friction as the blade slows considerably.
Oh, is he part robot? He's more robot than we thought, I guess, huh?
It continues to sink in, though. It's in sudden bursts of a few inches at a time, and it's only when the hilt reaches Kato's fur that I realize that I've cut deep into bone, a rib maybe. Kato howls, suddenly arcing back. Is that arcing?
Yeah.
Or is it arching?
Well, it's probably arching.
Arching?
Yeah.
And I can only hope I was fast enough that he wasn't able to sink his teeth into Amicus's neck. I'm not finished, though, and I tug once, then twice, before I'm finally able to wrench the blade out of the bone.
Damn.
For that split second, Kato begins reaching backwards awkwardly, unable to find my weapon before I've drawn it back again, above my head, before bringing it down, as hard as I can into the right side of Kato's neck, just at the base.
Jeez, bro.
Keep going. This time, the blade sinks in easily, once again, all of the way to the hilt.
Shwink.
I yank it back once more, intent on plunging it in again, but finally, Kato turns on me, blindly swinging his paw out. His fingers find my right forearm, as I'm raising the dagger once more. That's fine. And he takes a tight hold.
Oh, is he going to break your arm? Marco!
His exclamation is part astonishment, part fury. His other paw finds a dagger, and even though I try to hold onto it, he slides it out of my hands with ease, even though he's holding onto the blade. Blood is everywhere at this point, and I can only hope it's only Kato's. I start to back away, trying to look down on Amicus to see what's happening to him, but that's when Kato swings at me again. Okay. I feel air tickle my nose and chin, and for the moment, I think I've dodged his swing. But then I see that he's holding out the blade. Out to his right after having swung at me.
Oh, he slished you right across the old neck there.
Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. I look down and see a splurt of bloods splattering the stone below me. Then another spurt, then another.
Oh, shit.
I step back again and gasp, and when I do, I feel like the air comes in from two places at once, and I cough as something liquid goes down my throat the wrong way. Again, I gasp, and this time I hear a bubbling sound from my throat, and I finally understand what happened as I raise my hands to my neck, stumbling, then falling. I expect to slam back against these stone seats, but instead it's against something furry and warm. I look up and see Nefidu sitting over me, and he's moved to catch me with his lap. He's staring at me with a look of horror on his face.
Marco.
He looks up.
Amicus, wake up and help him.
I frown, still worried about Kato. And sure enough, as I look forward, I see the false emperor on one knee, clasping his neck, bleeding just as I am. His ears are perked forward, and toward Nefidu's voice, and I see him start to make his way toward us.
Camion.
The wolf's eyes are wild, furious, focused in the direction of Nefidu. He seems to have already forgotten me, even as he seems to realize that he's dying.
You caused this.
I feel that those words, you and this, carry much more meaning for Kato than I could have ever known. It's a strange moment as I lay in Nefidu's lap, bleeding out. I suppose I knew Kato blamed the Chemians for most of his problems, for most of the problems in the Empire. He tried to hide it by pretending to give Amicus a fair shot at the Empire ship. As that slowly unraveled, his intentions became clear, and so did his insanity. He intended to kill Nefidu to completely kill any chance of an alliance, even if it means the complete destruction of the Wolven Empire. Somehow, that's a risk Kato is worth taking for Kato. The old wolf draws closer, practically crawling now, leaving heavy splatters of blood across the ground. He weakly raises the dagger, and I feel Nefidu tense behind me, probably getting ready to roll out of the way, but then something wraps around Kato's neck. With a gargled?
Mm-hmm.
Gargled.
Yep.
That's what that says. Choke, Kato is pulled back by Amicus before being body slammed into the ground. Then Amicus is on the old wolf, muzzle against his neck, tearing it apart.
Damn.
I stare in shock, then look down, away from the horror and what I'm seeing. God, just die already, Marco.
Just die already. Taking so fucking long.
He's taking so long.
He's taking a good bit of time, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Hey man, good on you for being so resilient to bleeding out at the neck. People have survived though. If it wasn't a super deep cut.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
People have survived.
Why isn't Nefidu doing anything? Wait, don't they have...
His hands are bound, remember?
Isn't Alex still here?
What the fuck is Alex gonna do?
Alex has access to the drones. Couldn't he call for a medical drone?
He's not gonna. Where have you been? Where have you been? You know he ain't gonna do shit.
It's fine. And that's when I see myself covered in blood. It's so much blood. My entire naked torso is painted red, and more of it continues to pour out from my chest in waves, though it's less than the initial spurt I'd seen when I was standing up. I raise my hands to my neck, still feeling that strange, cold feeling reaching deep inside my throat, like everything's open and exposed to the air. I try to talk, to tell Nefidu that I need help, but only a rasp, a bubbling hiss comes out of my neck. I look up and see Nefidu looking down at me, his expression, again, one of disbelief. I suppose it would be pretty shocking to see your friend with his neck open, dying in your lap. Am I dying? I try to cover up my neck again, and the gash is so deep it feels like if I lean back my head... If I lean too far back, my head will just flop over. Okay.
There you go.
But look, I got there.
Yeah,
Why are you just
there.
like making... Why are you...
I'm making a mess?
Yeah.
Swear to God.
What?
It's this art project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Flop over onto my back. Vaguely, I hear Amicus snarling sounds, along with Kato's raspy screams. You die too! Like, sounding just like me when I was trying to talk. The edges of my vision start to go blurry and black, and Neferu's full face starts to fade away. Go lit!
Wow. End of Adastra, everybody. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. Then suddenly there's a big shift and I wake back up, and this time finding Amicus looking down at me.
Wow, he really doesn't want to die, huh?
An overwhelming sense of relief comes over me.
I feel like there'd be more blood covering his muzzle if he tore out Kata's throat.
Well, they still need to make him look pretty.
Yeah, I guess they didn't want him to like be looking like a vicious killer as he's hovering over you.
He's a wolf!
It's fine.
Whatever. I do get to see my wolf after all.
Oh, the theme.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
It's
good.
pretty good.
Nice and thematic.
Right?
Let's go.
I smile up at him, even as he stares at me with a look of complete and utter devastation.
No, please. Get Felix. Virginia, tell Alex to get Felix.
He's in the dungeon. His tears start to fall on my face, and don't you know he was in the dungeon? You were there.
Priorities, man.
Wouldn't they have been roommates?
Things were happening. No, there's two different cells. There's probably different cells.
Yeah, but like that's what they're neighbors.
They could have been, but why the fuck would he think about that when he's trying to go save Neferu's life?
I mean, there's a lot that a lot of people could have done in this scene.
Well, if you say so. Things happen fast.
Facts.
Things happen quick. Except for dying, apparently.
I reach up, trying to brush them away, like he's done for me a few times. He catches my hand before I can go up that, though, pressing it back to my neck.
You'll be fine. You're going to be fine. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Oh, see, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually chuckle a little at that because this is very bad. I can tell without even being able to see it.
Nah, I'm dying. It's cool.
That's fine.
Maybe it's better this way.
This is fine.
I see the edges of my vision blurring again, and my eyes seem to try and roll upward on their own. But Amicus gives me a little shake, and that brings me back for the moment.
Hey, stay here, okay? You'll stay with me, yeah?
I nod deliriously.
Uh-huh.
Wow, the overwhelming feeling of calm and warmth keeping me happy and full of love, even though I know what's happening, what's about to happen to me. I'm here. I try to speak, but I only send more bubbling blood out of my neck.
No, you don't need to talk. I have you.
How unfair. My last moments, and I can't even tell the wolf that I love him. I reach up with my free hand, setting it gently on Amicus's face. I caress his cheeks softly and knowingly, and though he holds it against his face with his own free paw, he shakes his head at me.
Stop that. You're going to be fine. Felix will heal you. We'll rest in my room. I'll take you to the island. I'll take you to the city. We'll be happy. We'll grow old together.
The tears start spilling over again, and I try to keep smiling. Keep the smile on my face to show Amicus that I'm okay, and that I'm happy, that this is all okay. And though his grief is hard to look at, there's nothing I'd rather be seeing at the end. My wolf's face, framed by the pinkish red of the sunset. And then, as my eyes start rolling back again, I can't stop them, no matter how hard Amicus shakes me.
Marco, no, please, don't leave me here. Please come back to me. You can't leave me to be alone like this.
I'm here.
No. Speak to me.
I'm staying with you.
Oh?
Oh?
Oh, shit.
Oh?
Uh-oh, there's more.
Oh? I drift through the blackness, feeling a sense of peace like I've never known before. Even though the space is empty, I feel it crowded with others, as so many others, or is it one other? I sense So many different minds and thoughts melding together as one. Hello. We must apologize for what has happened to you. It was not our intention for it to end this way. While not ideal, you have still moved the work of Mira forward. Though we intended for you to complete it, this can be done at a later stage by a later sapient. Thank you, Marco, for doing your part for mankind, for wolves, for the Galaxia as a whole. Now go, be at peace. Be one with the amalgamation. Amalgamation.
There you go.
Of intelligence from whence you came. Thank you.
Instrumentality project.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I begin to dissolve. I'm nowhere and everywhere. I'm never... I'm never and always. I'm nothing. And everything. All at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. Good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I do hear that.
It's a pretty excellent movie.
Watch it.
Oh my god. Is that actually the end?
Now we finished Adastra.
Oh my god!
We did it.
Yo, what?
That was a good ending.
That was pretty good, huh?
We did it. We died.
The only ending to
Yep.
Adastra. Sorry, that's all there is.
That's what we got, guys.
That's what we got. That's all there is, apparently.
Yeah. So next time, what, Klonoa?
I
We're
guess
playing
so.
through Klonoa?
That's gonna be coming out.
Like on the next day we can record, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go pick it up. We can play Klonoa.
That would be so fun.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to it. But that was overall.
If y'all don't mind, I'd like to watch.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Be very good.
Because it's a game that I've never played that I've always wanted to see.
I love it very much.
I love the little man's design.
Because we'll play.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
We'll play Dorta. Well, because I guess we'll have to play Dorta Phantomel, and then if we want to, we can move to Lunatea's Veil, which is the second one. But the second one is my favorite.
All right.
But anyway, overall, not a bad experience.
Okay.
I had a pretty good time with Adastra. I was
I
surprised.
feel like I like Adastra, but I don't love Adastra.
Yeah, it's no Echo. Let's not get it twisted.
Like
It's hard. It's hard to like get out from behind that lens of it's not Echo. But I can accept it for what it is by itself.
yeah.
And overall, pretty fun. Marco, little shit muffin, and I love the shit out of him. But I do want to I do want to kick him in the face all the time. I didn't fall in love with Amicus. I'm sorry. He was fine. He had some.
It's
some
okay.
big
Everyone
himbo
knows
moments,
who
but...
you fell in love with.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which one?
The Jackal.
Neferu.
The Umbreon-looking one.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually, his design's pretty cool.
It is.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we know that's not why Darian likes him.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Oh, really, most of what I have to go on is his design. I just like him based on his design.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He just fits certain themes,
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about it.
Your type?
But he's not. He's not a himbo. Not a big dum-dum.
Well, he's pretty big. I don't know if he's dumb. I didn't see him enough.
He's not dumb. Well, he's not supposed to be dumb. Anyway.
Young, dumb, and full of
He's very full of
Did you fuck him?
No,
we
you
didn't
can't.
fuck him, but we watched Amicus fuck him.
Oh.
Yeah, Marco's a cuck.
Yeah, he got cucked.
Really?
We didn't even have I think they did have full on sex, but I don't think it was a whole scene. There was some what's the word? It's shit.
I mean, sexual things happen between Marco and...
Yeah, I know there's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is. It's when you have the penises together and you're rubbing them like that.
I don't know what that's called.
There's a word for it. I used to know what it was. But I don't know what it is right now. What? You just learn things as you go through this wild thing we call life.
Uh-huh.
But no.
Well, it sounds like you haven't watched enough gay porn.
Oh, I guess I'll just start catching up then.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I can send you a bunch.
I have the internet. I can find it on my own. It's okay.
I posted that, what was it? The It was now like months, like a month ago now, probably. But I had the BoJack Horseman dojin that I posted.
Right. And then fucking everyone was like, have a ton of Mr. Peanut Butter and BoJack porn.
Yeah.
Or who was it? Ian? I think it was Ian. Who's like, here, have a bunch of BoJack porn. And just posted a ton of it.
After watching BoJack, it's just like... I don't like them together. But quite honestly, I don't like BoJack with anyone because he's such a miserable person.
Yeah.
The dude he's got some work to do.
Doesn't he?
He do though. Man. That snuck up. The ending, I don't want to say it snuck up, because I mean, things were popping off, sure. But that ending did kind of just like show up, huh?
It did.
But I enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's a good ending.
Yeah.
And it's the way Adastra ends, so it's the only way.
Yep.
It's the only ending, sorry.
So we'll see you around, everyone.
Thanks,
I hope you
everyone.
enjoyed the playthrough.